Hi everyone, and in this edition of SportsRantz Tutorials, we're going to take a look at starting a blog. Now, many of you have just set up your brand new blog on SportsRantz.com or had one set up for you with a custom design. In any event, the background and the back end of each and every blog on SportsRantz.com is virtually the same, so this tutorial will apply to everyone that has a blog on SportsRantz.com. Now that you have logged in to SportsRantz and you went to your blog and you're in the dashboard of your blog, this is what your dashboard will look like. So I want to take you through a couple of the tabs so you're familiar with it. The media is where you can manually add pictures, videos, and stuff like that. You can also go into your library and view the pictures and videos you've already added or uploaded. Links is something you really don't have to worry about, but that is where you can list your favorite links to another site, your blog roll, and you can configure that here, and you can find it in your widgets. Comments is where you can monitor a lot of the comments that come into your blog. Now keep in mind there's a lot of spammers out in the world, so be very careful. When you click on comments, you'll come to the page where everybody has made a comment on your blog. Now a lot of these you can see, this is spam. A lot of them will say stuff like "hi, neat post." They'll say something that with little to no English and no relevance to your blog. So you can go through individually and spam these and then trash them. So when you spam them, you mark them as spam, and if you accidentally do it, you can undo it. But the best way to do this is, I see these are all spam, so what I'm going to do is come all the way up here. I'm going to click on this little button here, and it's going to automatically check mark them all. I can come down to where it says bulk actions, and I can either mark them as spam, approve them, or move them to trash. In this instance, I'm going to move all of these comments to the trash. I'm going to hit apply, and that'll quickly delete all of my comments. You can see my queue is clean now. Alright, now there's another area of SportsRantz blogs that I really want you guys to take a look at. Appearance. This is where you can change your menus, you can change a lot of your stuff here, and themes. Now your theme is, we have we're close to 100 themes on SportsRantz.com. So let's say you don't like the design of your blog. You can come down and you can pick through hundreds of themes, and you can actually in some instances click this preview button to see how your blog will look with that current theme. Now keep in mind, when you change themes, you're going to have to manually change the logo. So let's just activate one of these themes just for example purposes. So in case you ever want to switch themes, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your theme options, and then you'll come back and you'll have to upload or re-upload your logo. Since it's already in your media library, it's going to be pretty simple. You go over to media library and you find your logo and you click use for logo, and then it embeds your logo into the new theme. You come all the way down, you hit save, and your logo should be with the theme, and we'll check that right now, and there it is. Alright, so that is how you change themes in your design on SportsRantz.com. So let's go and look at menus. Now menus is your main navigation bar for your blog, and this is where you can change. Now most of you have this set up already. If you want to change things around, you can add them here. I wouldn't mess too much with the theme locations, just keep them all the same menu, hit save. And basically what you're going to want to do is, let's just say we're adding a link to your menu. I'm going to call this My Videos. I'm going to add it to the menu. You can add it as a tab. And what I mean by tab is one of the main tabs up here in my blog. These are the tabs. Or you can add them as a drop down. Now I'll show you the difference. Let's go to, I'm going to drop this under listen to the show, save menu, come back to my design, refresh the page, and you'll see my entire menu tabs up here. And when I click over there, listen to the show, there's the drop down for my video. So that is how you can add your menus. Alright, when you're going to posts, let's go to a post. Add new. Come all the way down. You write out your blog post, put titles in. You've written your content out. In other videos, we've shown you how to add a video. How to add a link to your blog is actually quite easy. You highlight the word you want to link. You click on this little chain link button. You put the URL of the link you want to link to. Add link, and there it is. It's highlighted, and now it's a link. Up here is your kitchen sink, and basically where all your tools are, where you can bold, italicize, strike through, number, bullet point, quotations, text alignment, color, if you want to change the color of your text. It basically has a whole ton of features up here that you'll be able to do, including a spell check, so you can use that as well. Continuing down, some key things to look at is you've written out your blog post, you added your video, all of your links. You can preview this by hitting the preview button right here. It'll show you a preview of the post. If you have to go somewhere and you can't finish the article right now, you can click Save Draft, and it'll save it in your drafts, which will be in your post section. Categories. It's important to add categories. So if I'm talking about the NBA, I want an NBA section of my blog, I will add that as a category. And I'll do that right here. Don't worry about pairing category when you do that. I'm going to add a new category, and there you go. I can now checkbox categories. You can add as many categories as you want. Tags are the same thing. This will tell people what your article is about. So if I'm writing about the Oklahoma City Thunder and Kevin Durant, I'm going to put NBA, separate them each by comma, and then click add, and there's my tags. And then here, for all of you who want to make sure your blog gets ranked, use these. What's your article about? I'm going to put Kevin Durant. That's my main keyword, only pick one. And down here, you can put a meta description, all this beautiful stuff, but you don't have to worry about it too much. In other blogs, you'll ask you for meta keywords where you can add, where I would suggest adding your tags again. This is for SEO purposes, this is for ranking purposes, this is for traffic purposes. So if you really want to take your blog to the next level, get used to doing this. Alright, so that I've done all that, let's go. Most of you have been, let's get to the picture section. Most of you wonder how to add a picture. So I'm going to find a place in my blog to add a picture, and I'm going to click this Upload, Insert, Add Media tab. When I do that, it's going to bring up a button where I can select files from my computer and select a whole bunch of pictures that I can use here. And when I click on that and I click Open, it'll upload it for me. The problem with this is you have allotted space, X amount of space, media space to upload images and videos. So use this sparingly. What I would suggest doing for images in your article is click on From URL. Now what this is going to do is allow you to add images that are already on the web. Now I love Google Images, and I'm going to use that as an example right here. I put in Kevin Durant. I want to find a picture of him. I found a good one. Once it highlights and it bubbles, I'm going to right click on my mouse, and I'm going to click View Image. There's the image right there. I'm going to take the URL or the web address of the image. I'm going to come back to Add Post. I'm going to come to this section where I'm uploading my image. I'm going to paste the URL of that image there. Now, if you're wondering if you've added the correct web address for that picture, once you click out of that box, a green check mark will appear, which means yes, that is an image. I would get an image caption. This is always good. This describes what's happening in the picture. Kevin Durant of the Thunder is going to be my image. Remember, if you ever use an image from a website or a news article, to credit whoever took the picture and where you got it from. I can't find the source of it here, but in most cases it's Getty Images or ESPN.com, so I will put photo from ESPN.com. And then I'll put Insert into Post, and look at that. There's my image, and you can actually align it. into you can align it and choose different specifications. So let's say this thing's too big, and this only happens if the picture is way too big, or if you want it smaller. I can click on the image and then click this. It says edit image, and I can shrink my image as I want. I can change the alignment to have it go to the left, the center, to the right. I can also change my caption, and if I want the image to link somewhere too, I can add my URL to that as well, and then click update, and it'll apply all of the changes. That's not the only place you can add images. Now remember, most of you have a featured slider on your homepage, and what I mean by that is you have an image scroller on the homepage of your blog, and most of you need to get in the habit of doing this. When you're done with your blog post, this little box right here, set featured image, click on that, and this is going to be basically the image that goes into that slider on your homepage. Now, the from URL option will not work here. It has to be a hard file from your computer. So make sure you download the image you want to use. I'm going to use this one right here. Click on upload. It'll crunch the file. It'll add it. I'll scroll down, click on use as featured image, and then I'll see it in the background up here in that little box. I will save all changes, and then I'll X out, and I'll see it's right here, so I know my featured image is set. I'll continue my article, and then I will hit publish when I am done. You can also choose to remove the featured image if you need to do so. So my article is done, and I'm now going to share my blog amongst separate media outlets. Remember, always post your blog on your Rantivity stream. There's nothing more important than doing that. I'll take you to it right now. Let's just say my blog post is complete. I'm going to go to my Rantivity section, and I am going to say check out my brand new blog. Once I do that, and I'll be really specific. My brand new blog post, it'll allow me to post the link to the article. It'll share it amongst the SportsRantz.com network, and then also on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, you follow us there. I'll post the article there, mention us, and we will retweet it. And you're also free to come and post it on SportsRantz.net. But this is how you blog on SportsRantz.com, and a beginner's guide on how to do so. So I'm Anthony DiMoro, and I will join you guys on the next tutorial.